What's up, my name is Saskia and welcome to another Clash Royale video. Today we'll be looking at this Knight Graveyard Poison deck, which is great for both climbing the ladder and for doing challenges with. How this deck works is you send in your Knight, and once the tower starts shooting at your Knight, you drop a Graveyard. And then you follow that up with a Poison, which takes out whatever defenses that your opponent has for your Graveyard. So those three are the core cards. The rest of the deck you can fill it up with whatever defensive cards that you like. I would recommend following the deck list that I'm using, but if you don't have the Electro Wizard, you can replace him with Archers, and if you don't have the Log, you can replace it with Zap. So let's not waste any more time chatting, let's go check out some games. Alright, let's check out our first opponent. He's using some kind of giant deck. So this is a pretty okay opening hand. We have two pieces of the combo. So minions here to stop the Goblin Barrel because my Lock is in rotation. I mean, minions don't actually make a great attacking force by themselves, and we shouldn't be using minions to tank for our graveyard. So as you can see, I didn't drop a graveyard there. You should always try to use the Knight to tank for your graveyard. So I'm starting a mini push here with the Knight and the Electro Wizard. My opponent has a Fireball, which fortunately did not kill my Wizard outright. And the Lock just flew over the Electro Wizard's head. So, as you can see, once you land the 3-card combo, it's really deadly. It just takes out the tower in an instant. And the skeletons will be following the giant and destroying him. This should be a pretty easy victory for us. Our opponent doesn't have any card that punishes us when we commit to our combo. You don't have like Elite Barbarians or like a balloon or something. So, this game should be in the bag. Yeah, he has a very fierce push here with a level 9 giant and the witch. I would prefer wizard actually to follow behind a giant. You can see the witch isn't that effective at taking out stuff like minions, which really threaten giants. The fireball here, just to deal with my Electro Wizard and the Inferno Tower. So here, you will notice that once you have taken out one tower, it becomes a little bit more difficult to pull your combo off, because once the King Tower is activated, the graveyard doesn't do that much damage anymore. Most of the skeletons that pop out from the ground just get killed by the King Tower. So it's very important for this deck to try and retain control and not lose any of the towers, because once you have to fight for the 2-crown, 3-crown win, it's more or less an uphill battle. It's still possible though, because you have the Electro Wizard and the minions to back up your Knight, but you don't have something like a giant that is just insane at just plowing through 3 towers at one go. So Skeleton Army, pretty good counter to the Goblin Barrel, but I placed it in the wrong place and my opponent just dropping a Lock randomly. I think he's not really very good at using the Lock. We've seen him mess up the Lock twice already, which actually will cost him the game. So giant again, we have Inferno Tower, but he has Electro Wizard, so dropping a Skeleton Army here. Opponent should have used his Lock instead of the Goblin Barrel, but whatever, so this gives us the win. If you try and lock our tower, I think, and not manage to kill it, so this is a pretty easy game. Let's go on to the next one. So I want to show you guys this game because we'll be playing against level 12 Elite Barbarians, which is a nightmare for most people. Our opponent also plays Sparky, which if you go to Reddit, you will learn that it's a pretty trash card, but in my experience, Sparky is just really scary to play against. It's not that easy to counter. You end up spending quite a lot of elixir just to counter Sparky. So I'm just cycling my Lock here. It's not a stupid move. I don't like to waste my elixir. So Inferno Tower here, trying to mount a defense against Sparky. Skeleton Army, I was very lucky. My opponent zapped my Inferno Tower before my Skeleton Army came down, so he couldn't really deal with my Skeleton Army, which took out his E-Buffs and his Sparky as well. And my opponent has quite a few level 12 commons, which is a pain in the ass to deal with, because as you can see, all my commons are level 11, my rares are level 8, and my epics are level 5. So most of my opponents have like level 12 commons, level 9 rares, as you can see from his furnace there. My graveyard is the only over-leveled card. I have a level 3 graveyard, which is really good for taking out towers quickly. So here, Inferno Tower. One thing I don't like about this deck is the fact that it can't cycle well. Like, none of your cards really cycle well, except for minions. So you'll be forced to cycle things like Inferno Tower. Don't cycle any of your don't cycle your graveyard or your poison. Feel free to cycle your knight at the back of the tower just to start a push or something. So knight is pretty good against Sparky as well. If the levels are equivalent, the knight can actually tank a direct hit from Sparky. So here my opponent with his level 12 E-buffs and rage, a classic move that requires no skill at all. So things are looking really bad for me this game. Like I said in the last game, it's difficult for you to win once one of your towers is down, because this deck is really bad at going for the two crown or 3 crown win. So my opponent neglected to defend the tower on the right. But BM, he thinks he has this game in the bag because of his stinky level 12 Elite Barbarians and Rage and his Sparky. So doing my best here to defend the left while pushing the right, not giving my opponent a chance. So in these scenarios, the best thing for you to do against a cocky opponent is to just keep pushing, just keep pressuring him. He'll start to panic and start dropping cards randomly. As you can see from this game, he's just dropping a Sparky for no reason. He should be dropping his cheaper cards like his Furnace and his spells. And we managed to win this despite the odds. So a bit of spoiler, this game will be a draw. The reason why I picked this game to showcase is because I played against this guy who has all level 12 commons and all level 9 rares. So as you can tell, it's really difficult to beat someone whose card levels are so much higher than yours across the board. I can beat maybe one level 12 Elite Barbarian, but not level 12 Royal Giants, level 9 Musketeers, level 12 Knights, level 9 Hawk Riders. It's really difficult to beat these kind of people. So my advice for you when facing such opponents and you feel that you can't win is to go for a draw. So you can see in this game, I'll be fighting an uphill battle all the time. So the two knights face off. I got a tower on my knight, so I dropped the graveyard. This might not have been the best move because the other knight took out our knight like really quickly, so the tower got to switch to our graveyard. And he has good units to deal with the graveyard. He has Musketeers, he has Knight, he even used his Minor on defense. So here a crazy ass push from Hawk Rider and Musketeer. But luckily I managed to stop it with my Skeleton Army and the lock without taking any damage from that Hawk Rider. So as usual, don't use your graveyard when it's not a Knight tanking the tower. Dropping an Inferno Tower here a little bit too early. If I dropped it later, then the tower would have been able to lock onto the Royal Giant. So my mistake here. And I realized I probably am going to lose this game as he has this massive push down the right lane. So I decided to go for a draw. Here a single Skeleton Army taking out like what? 14 elixir worth of troops. So tower on the knight, drop a graveyard and wait for poison to be up and then drop poison. The poison was a little bit too high. If I had aimed it a little bit lower, it would have hit his goblin spears. Sorry, spear goblins as well. So Royal Giant again, level 12 Royal Giant, everyone's favorite card. 30 seconds left to get the tower on the right. As you can see, the tower is at 1.5k. It looks like I will lose this game. But don't give up. This deck can really turn the tides around very easily. Opponent only has a Minor in desperation to stop this push. But the power of the knight, the graveyard and the poison card together is just so overwhelming. So here I'm going to go for a draw, just playing defensively. Or sometimes if you are playing defensively and you see an opportunity like this, I have a massive push going towards his king tower, go for it. So my mistake here is I could possibly have went for the tower on the left, and maybe I would have won this game, but I decided to go for the 3 crowns, which was a slight misjudgment on my part. They're just dropping everything, forcing my opponent to defend, not giving him even a moment's respite to play his Royal Giant. So he'll try and drop a Hawk Rider somewhere, just to try and squeeze out the win like now. I'm not going to bother defending that, because if he doesn't defend this push, I will take the win. But unfortunately time ran out, so we managed a draw. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And as always, love yourself and take care. Bye bye.